Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we will talk about God's sovereign serendipity. On a recent ministry trip, I decided to walk over to a restaurant that I've wanted to try for some time. Now, I knew that it was a busy Saturday night, so getting in would be a challenge. But I thought, hey, why not? Give it a try, and if it doesn't work out, there's always Cracker Barrel. Well, I went up to the host stand as she said, "You are in luck. We just had a single seat open up. You can go right in." Now, she called it luck. I call it sovereign serendipity. Today in the book of Ruth, we will see sovereign serendipity for Ruth and Naomi. The last few years have been hard due to famine and death. But Ruth came with Naomi back to Bethlehem, the house of bread. So this is where we pick it up in Ruth chapter 1, verse 19. So the two of them went on until they came to Bethlehem. And when they came to Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women said, "Is this Naomi?" She said to them, "Do not call me Naomi. Call me Mara. For the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi when the Lord has testified against me, and the Almighty has brought calamity upon me?" So Naomi returned, and Ruth the Moabite, her daughter-in-law, with her, who returned from the country of Moab, and they came to Bethlehem at the beginning of barley harvest. It's probably been 7 to 10 days of travel from Moab to Bethlehem. It's been over 10 years since Naomi left for Moab. Her return was unexpected, though not uninformed. There is no doubt that word of the tragedies have drifted back to Bethlehem. So when they see her walking into town, it causes a stir. This word has a wide range of meaning. But I think it's safe to understand it was the talk of the town. I think this was for two reasons. First, Naomi has returned. But second, how much time and pain had changed Naomi? I mean, this is evident in Naomi's response in verses 20 and 21. Naomi says, "Do not call me Naomi. Call me Mara. For the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi, when the Lord has testified against me, and the Almighty has brought calamity upon me?" Naomi meant pleasant one, but clearly something has changed. The townspeople see her and recognize her, but they don't believe what they're seeing. Is this really her? Is this Naomi? She acknowledges what they are seeing. Yes, it's me. But I left pleasant, and now I come back as Mara. I'm bitter. Pain and grief can age a person. It's clearly been rough. She's lost her husband. Her sons have died. There has been famine. She went to Moab younger and healthy. She returns old and frail. She's bitter towards God. We know she blames God for her situation. She refers to God as Yahweh and Shaddai. Shaddai is not God's name, but a title for God. It's a title for one on top of the mountain, the one who is in control of the heavenly armies. Yahweh is God's name. It is who He is. She knows God is in control. So therefore, she blames Him for her situation and disposition. And then in verse 22, we see that sovereign serendipity. They showed up in Bethlehem at just the right time. The time of barley harvest was in March and April. Since barley was the first crop to be harvested each year, The timing of their arrival meant that Naomi and Ruth could get settled at a time when food would be relatively plentiful, and that they were around to lay up stores of each crop for the dry season. This was truly God's sovereign hand in His provision and leading. So, how have you seen God's timing and leading surprise you? I shared my story of the restaurant, which was just one. But even my coming back to the Bible is another. So how about you? There is no such thing as chance or luck. And God works things out at just the right time for each one of us. So share in the comments below your own sovereign serendipitous moments. Friend, God is in control. Even through the worst of circumstances, He is still working out His plan for His good and our blessing. We simply need to be willing to see it.